So does shooting have to cost a fortune? Do you have to spend thousands on equipment? Is second-hand acceptable? Well, hopefully I can answer that question from my perspective by the end of this video. But first of all, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to anyone who's had any interaction whatsoever with my channel, from people who are just starting out all the way through to people who have been professionals for decades. I've had messages from right the way across the board, from massive hitters in the YouTube industry, all the way through to the shooting industry, to just people plinking around in their back gardens. Absolutely everybody, I massively appreciate all of your interaction, all of your messages, all of your comments. We've just gone over 1,000 subscribers on this channel, which is way more than I expected. So huge thank you to all of you. Hopefully I can keep this momentum. Hopefully you'll keep enjoying the content, and hopefully I can just keep this going, because I'm having a whale of a time making the content, and I'm just glad that you're enjoying it. So, budget. I haven't been doing this for very long. Full disclosure, I have had air guns in the past, but they've only ever really been toys. There's not really been anything that I've taken seriously. We've had break barrel guns with no sights on that you sort of point and shoot and hope that it hits something. It's never been a serious thing for me. They've just been something that we've had in the periphery. They've never really been taken seriously until now. So when I wanted to take it seriously, I started to fall into the trap of thinking that you had to buy the really expensive gear, and it was a bit daunting, I got to be honest. So I went online, I started looking at second-hand PCP rifles, and very luckily I have a very good shop near me, Celtic Guns. I'll put a link in the description, and I noticed this one on their website. At the time, my budget was very limited. The reason for that is I don't work full-time. I'm not going to go too much into depth about it. I don't work full-time. I'm mostly my partner's carer. So money doesn't come to me very easily, as it doesn't with a lot of people, especially in this day and age. So I had to be very careful with what I bought. I had to ask too much for my budget, if that makes sense. I wanted a rifle with a high shot count. I wanted it to be accurate. I wanted it to be reliable, and I wanted it to look pretty cool. Celtic Guns delivered. If you bought this rifle brand new, you're talking probably 370 quid. This particular rifle was made in July this year, 2024. It was bought just after that and then sold just after that. So you can pretty much say that it's not far off brand new. But the same as when you drive a car off a forecourt, it loses a lot of value. The same way when you start putting pellets through a brand new rifle, it loses value. Lucky for me. Now, although it's still pretty much brand new, I managed to get this £370 rifle for £250. Now that was just underneath my budget. My budget was 300. So I managed to get the rifle and the scope, which is also secondhand. This is an AGS. This is an AGS 4-16 by 56 mil dot sight. Absolutely perfect for what I need it for. So scope and rifle, £300. So that was it. So that was me off shooting. Now there's other bits that you need to have, the accoutrements that come with it, such as I put the bipod on. For me, that's an absolute necessity. For the way that I use the gun, I had to have the bipod, and the bipod was 30 quid. So far, you're talking for my rifle, right as you see it now, 330 quid. The problem with PCP, the only problem that I can see, is the actual pumping up of the gun, especially with such a high capacity as this one. Once it starts getting low and you're using your stirrup pump to pump it up, it becomes a ball ache. And I was firing loads and loads of pellets through this one in particular, and so pumping it back up sometimes twice a day. And that was becoming problematic for me. I was actually not wanting to go shooting purely because I couldn't really be bothered to pump it back up. So, again, Celtic Guns came through for me. Look at that. So this is a 3 litre refill bottle. It's got, I don't know if you can see on there, it's got 5 years of test left on it. It came with the whip, 90 quid. So now I've got my rifle with a refill bottle as well. You're talking £420. Of course the price is creeping up, but you're still well under budget if you're looking at the lower end of how much budget rifles cost. Now by going second hand on everything, I've got everything for less than 5. Everything less than 5. You don't need, apart from pellets now, you don't need anything else. That's me done. In some of my other videos, I've tried to put the price that I've paid in. But when I started to think about it, it kind of had a little bit more gravitas than just that was 250 quid or that was that. I thought it's actually quite an important topic of conversation. Second-hand equipment it overall has saved me over half the price, really. But what can you actually achieve with a budget rifle, with a budget scope, second-hand equipment, what can you achieve with that? Well, what I'm going to hope to do today is I'm going to place some targets randomly about the place. I'm not going to measure them. The rangefinder 3000 staying well and truly in the bag today. I'm going to open the gate the right way round. I'm going to stick some targets up in some random places, and then I'm going to see if I can shoot those targets with my budget rifle through the budget scope on its budget bipod effectively. Yeah, pretty much that. That's what I'm going to do. The targets, however, a little bit random today. As soon as I was sticking to the budget theme, I took myself to the charity shop and I bought myself a shiny array of key rings. Look at that. Little bunny rabbit one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some sticks. I'm going to find some places to stick these in the ground and put them up at random places, and then I'm going to settle myself down and see whether or not I can actually shoot them. Be alright with it? I do have a couple of special ones that I'll show you at the end. You'll either think I'm a massive weirdo or you'll find it really funny. Yeah, so let's get the ground sheet down. Okay, so obviously when it comes to a budget video, hopefully I've managed to clear a few things up. One of the things I didn't mention, actually, the only thing that I've bought new is the suppressor. The suppressor cost 40 quid. That was a Hogan suppressor. So let's just recap, because I forgot to add that in earlier. 370 for the gun as you see it now. Add in the 90 quid for the bottle. Bearing in mind, when it comes to filling up your PCP these days, when it comes to buying a decent stirrup pump, you're probably looking 150, 200 quid anyway. So, am I capable or able to hit small targets with my budget setup? That's basically the idea of this video, is to figure that out. Right, full disclosure, DSLR camera, one of the batteries is faulty on that one. The GoPro decided it was going to corrupt the memory card. I'm not that mad about it because I get to shoot them again. So let's go again. So I'm going to go for the little Apple dude again. Spanked. And I'm going to, in the first, before the memory card corrupted itself, I was actually splitting sticks in half. You watch me completely not be able to do that now. Hit the stick, that'll do. Now we're going tramp on a stick. Let's have a look what we can do with a tramp on a stick. Got that one. See if I can hit the stick. Just a minute ago I was splitting them in half. Okay, this one, the tiny little wooden bunny head. If I had some sort of optical camera, you'd be able to see how actually tricky that is to see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself a bit of that. Right, okay, so I'm bang on it now. Let's see what I can do. Got to get my breathing in check, and the reason for that is because through the magic of video, I have to keep going and moving the camera because I've only got the one GoPro up there. So this one's going to be the most tricky one so far, especially being as it's sideways on. Quite happy with that. Let's see if I can hit the stick. Absolutely not. Right, mate. Bless. Right. So, what I've got now is I've got two little white disc targets up there next to each other. I put the two there. One of them I can't actually see from it. So I'm going to go for the left hand one, and I'm going to see whether or not I can get some sort of a group on it. Okay, here we go. This one's a little bit further away. I'm going to aim a bit higher. Okay. I'm going to go put a splatter target on that one in a sec. Just about see it in the grass there. If I can get a decent group on this, I think that that's giving an indication as to what my budget setup is capable. Bear in mind, still less than 500. Well, I'm going to go purposely to the other side now, try and get a group over there. I don't think that's bad, is it? That's not bad, is it? I'm happy with that. It's not going to be a very long video, this. Although it's been a very long day. Technical issues and so on and so forth. But, hey, I'm out here doing this. Better be out here doing this, innit? What else will I be doing? Now, for the grand finale, I suppose you could call it. Please don't judge me. Like I said, I've been to the charity shop just to find some stuff to shoot at. The key rings seemed like they would be a decent thing. I'm starting to question whether or not there is some sort of moral issue with this one. I mean, they're creepy and weird, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with shooting creepy and weird, is there? It doesn't really matter, I'm doing it anyway. Carrie and Harry. See what we can do with Carrie and Harry. Sorry, Carrie. Not very ceremonious for you, is it? Now, the reason that I've got them is because the charity shop said they just absolutely couldn't get rid of them. Nobody wanted them. They were £1 each. I got the two for £1.50. So, weird as it might be, poor taste as it might be, for charity, innit? Right, I'm really sorry, Carrie, but really creepy porcelain ladies first. Sorry, love. There's no messing about there, was there? Oh, well, we've crossed the line now. It's not funny. It's not funny. Sorry, Harry. We can shoot his hand off. There it goes. So, the question at the start of the video was, do you need to spend thousands to get shooting? And I guess the resounding answer unequivocally is no, you don't. I've got, as I've repeatedly said, less than £500 invested in my kit. That's everything I need right there. The bottle and the gun. Bipod, suppressor, an optic. Less than £500. If that's out of your budget, then that's fair enough, but I don't think that that's unreasonable. I think that that's, for what I can achieve with it, it's incredible. Can I kill rabbits with it? That remains to be seen, because I haven't. I could imagine that I can, but being objective, it remains to be seen. Can I kill rats with it? 100%. Can I shoot targets with it? 100%. But most of all, and I don't want to sound cliche, so please, I'm sorry if this sounds really sort of cheesy and cliche, but most of all, I really enjoy it. I really, really, really enjoy shooting it. In between all the bits that you've seen in this video, there was lots of other bits where I've been shooting. All of these bits here, I've been doing loads of shooting. I've shot loads today. In every video that I've made, I've shot hundreds of pellets because I just enjoy doing it, and I would be doing this anyway. Making the videos is just an added bonus on top. So with that said, I want to reiterate, thank you so much for your support of this channel. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and I hope that I can continue in this direction because I'm having a whale of a time, as you can probably see. So on that note, I'm going to go. Leave loads of stuff in the comments because I massively appreciate it. Take care. See you in the next video. Cheers and take care. Bye.